I'm starting the stream now. Let me just share her around.
Mm.
Man, that spoon clanging is such a wonderful experience to hear on mic, Austin. Oh my God,
Ice cream.
your ice cream eating. You fucking enjoying that, Austin?
Yes.
Fucking having a good time.
Mm. Who's here now? It's the
It
Martin.
it me.
Gosh. It's Martin.
That's right. What you gonna do?
Oh man, everyone shows up at 8:30 when I actually start streaming, which is fine by me, honestly. Testing mic quality, more like testing butt quality. Am I right,
Hell
fellas?
yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Let me get back to BC chat. And then get that spread on Twitter and Blue Sky.
Blue ski.
Blueski, how have you been, Martin?
I have been good.
I beat the Pokemon.
Oh shit.
I beat the fucking shit out of the entire Alolan region.
You did.
Nice.
Now there's the post game. Will it be worth it? Will it be worth it?
Who knows?
Uh, yeah, we're gonna. So here's the plan for this evening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fucking show you a quick Zillow Gone Wild because it's in tis this it's tis the season of the spook.
Of the kook.
Of the spook. Um of the goof troop.
Damn. Not the goof troop.
um but yeah, and then I'll get into my highly intricate and thought out uh not totally done the evening before PowerPoint presentation on uh every fucking spooky movie I watched this year.
Speaking of PowerPoint presentation, it's Anthony and Joe.
Well,
Oh, my
okay.
my compatriots, my good time boys, who helped me through this treacherous time. Uh,
Yeah.
so so yeah, how you two doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Just chilling.
Chilling. Well, now
Chilling.
it's time to get chilling. Burn,
Oh, God.
dun, like those spooky.
I'm good.
Oh, I get it.
Tell me then.
So here's what we're doing. I'm gonna, now that we got a few people here, we're gonna do a quick. Oh wait, no, I was gonna save the music for when I actually start the fucking PowerPoint. But I'm doing a quick Zillow Gone the Wild, just to warm up, just get us in the mood. You know, because it's a spooky house I found. It looks pretty normal, right? Pretty average living abode. Oh wait, it's not shown. There we go.
Yep.
Now it's a pretty, normal house. Yeah. But there's spooky things inside.
Oh shit.
As in, they really put this place on the market based on the movie Hocus Pocus.
I do like the star ceiling. That's kind of cool.
You know what? I can agree to that.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's like standard nighttime black.
Yeah.
Compared to like.
I just want to point out that the ceiling also has a fake moon and fake tree
branches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That gives it more points.
Yeah,
I was gonna give it like a 5 for a lazy night, but like the trees.
No, they went all out. They got the Sandersons down there. They got their fucking cauldron on the fire right now. That is boiling with its toils and troubles.
And ooze. It's asbestos.
We got a bar that's kind of built into the room that I don't think was intentional. I think they just wanted an old-timey bar. Did they... Oh no.
Those aren't the Sanderson sisters. Those are the Manderton-dinters.
Damn.
My favorite.
Yeah, they got their Necronomicon.
Iconic look.
Iconic. Gotta love them. A Walt Disney classic.
Hold on. I'm saving an image of this. I need this. I'm screen capping this.
You want to make this the thumbnail or something?
My screen cap of your screen.
Of course. You know what I want to put on Zillow? The only movie I've ever watched. This is the only movie they own. And they own every version of it.
So is this house on there as like as is, where you get all the Hocus Pocus stuff too, or?
I'm assuming.
Do they get memorabilia from it, or?
I don't. No, it just looks like. I mean, they got like the rug that had the Sandersons on it, and the rest of the house is
normal.
I don't know about that.
Okay, maybe not that. Normal. Yeah, not that. Like, not that shitty.
Why?
That's like something where like, okay, the Sanderson sisters, that is my memorabilia room, and this is where I want to go for retirement. We're going there for retirement, aren't we, honey?
Yeah.
God, it's just surreal, like, because the outside is a beautiful autumn thing, and then this room in particular, the rest of the house is very, October.
Dull.
October, it's very autumn, and then all of a sudden,
the dullest room I've ever seen.
And then the weirdest wall painting or picture I've ever seen.
It's not even in like a wall painting, it's like wallpaper.
Yeah. Never mind.
You
This is just a common theme throughout the house.
honestly, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, gotta get that ocean view somehow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out though.
Wait, no, that's the
Mhm.
fucking Grand Canyon.
No, that's not Grand
you're right.
Canyon.
You're right. You're right. It's an ocean
That's
cliff.
like that's
I was
yeah, it's
looking
like
at the canyon
like
wall.
Pacific,
I didn't look at the. Yeah, it's the. Is it the Pacific? Never
Not
mind.
sure, actually.
I don't know.
Honestly, like they should have just continued the Hocus Pocus theme, but instead of like I don't know, like those images, they should have just like went with the whole like images from the movie of Hocus Pocus. Like one sees on this while the other's on that.
Yeah. Now we
Yeah,
got
you
the
gotta commit
Rockies.
one bit, not a different bit for everything.
Yeah. No, it's. Yeah. No, this is I'll tell you where this is located in a moment, but it's wait, is that like a Jason bath mat? Enhance.
Oh my god, it is.
It's a Camp
No.
Crystal Lake.
Mhm.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
I wish that was that cool.
Why would you buy
4.
why is there 4?
Because clearly they were having a sale and they needed bath mats.
Also, okay, I guess like one's in front of the is there okay, I'm assuming there's a shower and tub in that little corner area, but oh, and they have a Jason mask hanging. Okay. For a moment I was going to make fun of them and say that fucking Hocus Pocus was the edgiest movie they've ever seen, and all they watch is the ABC 30 Nights of Halloween or whatever the fuck. I'm sorry, the ABC Family.
Mm-hmm. Also, does the mirror have like fake blood splatter on it?
I think so.
Let's keep going. Of course. Okay.
Yeah. Nice butt.
Nice.
Yep.
God damn it, I can't.
I
They
too
got-
want Jason Voorhees looking at me and going nice ass.
Yeah, no, Jason Voorhees with the nice butt photo. Excellent.
Hold on. There's an image of him shitting.
Yep. Friday at the toilet.
Wait, where?
And go
Top middle.
enhance top middle, Connor. It's the big frame. Enhance.
There she be.
Mm.
The killing can wait. Friday at the toilet. Oh my gosh. Oh, and is it fucking Lion King like walk in front of the moon across a log, but it's Jason, Freddy, and
Michael.
I don't know if it's Michael. I think it's Ghostface. Anyway.
God. It's so weird that like the internet just took Jason, who technically is a mindless serial killer, and just made him weirdly wholesome.
What?
Anyway,
What?
what's in the tree of darkness, Connor?
That's the house of like a fake creature. Let's be real.
Yeah, this is where the brownies live. They bake
They
cookies
bake
and they mend
no.
and they cobble your shoes.
David the Gnome?
David the Gnome. Exactly.
Damn.
And of course, it's
a cool porch.
I bet a really fun grandma lives here. And that was in Tabernacle, New Jersey.
This is $500,000. Jesus.
I mean, it's a big
acre.
fucking
Wow.
house.
Yeah.
That's true.
However, no one should pay that much to live in New Jersey.
I mean, you're right.
Damn.
All right, I think it's Oh wait. Oh, let me get back.
Full screen it, Connar.
I have it cropped for the stream,
Okay.
so it is perfectly balanced as all things should be,
All right, fair enough.
and so I can control it better. But let me get the. Also, just if anyone watching, I don't know who you are. If you're watching live, feel free to hop on the Discord. I believe there's a link in the description of the stream. Or if I sent the, a friend of mine if you're a friend of mine, I sent this to you on Discord. Hop in if you got some fucking words to say about some of the movies we're talking about tonight. But can you believe it? I'm gonna start the spooky music. But can you believe it, ladies and germs? we fucking watched. I actually miscounted. We technically ended earlier than I thought we did.
Oh.
So one of the things I forgot were 2 movies that I thought I put on the list, but for some reason, I guess I don't know what the fuck happened. They just got knocked off, and I had to put them back on and reformat. Like I was like 90% done with the PowerPoint, and then I realized, wait a second, we watched these 2 movies. Where the fuck are they on the list? So after fixing that, we watched a total of 35 fucking movies this year before Halloween.
Whoa,
which is a record. Next year's the 10-year anniversary of me doing 31 spooky movies before Halloween, or at least before Halloween is over. And let me tell you, it's easier to do with friends. Because the last couple of years before I started doing it with people was real rough. You can only watch people screaming for their lives and murder and whatnot, and have it not affect your brain. Like 2019 was especially rough from what I remember. But that's beside the... Was 2019 the roughest year? At least for this. But yeah. Also to note, there will be spoilers and some imagery of the horror variety. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, this is the one editing. Hi, you fucking fool. Stoof also edited this as well. Not because, she wanted to add her thoughts and opinions, but because my spelling and grammar are absolutely abysmal. I don't know how I graduated. But yeah, we'll see Austin notes throughout this PowerPoint. And I believe everyone here was here for almost every night of the Spookathon. So potentially you did finish, I know it's been me mostly trying to do the 31 horror movies, but I think you guys as well might have actually seen 31 horror movies this year. We'll see.
Definitely.
You could have been 1 or 2 short, but let's, and we're going to talk about them one at a time. First up, Mad God. It's pretty horrific. Does it count as horror? There's some parts...
you always said horror adjacent or monster adjacent. Some movies aren't scary, let's be real. Yeah. Some horror movies aren't scary.
Yeah. No, I can agree.
Horror as a genre tends to mesh into other genres, weirdly enough, like comedy, action,
thriller. Horror and thriller is a hard thing to separate. Yeah. But Mad God had some pretty horrific moments. that is it the grossest movie we watched this year? It definitely has the most poop in it.
It also has a weird Gumby scream.
Did it have the Gumby scream?
Yeah, there's literally a guy that goes, "Oh no!" and that's the only thing a spoken dialogue or like dialogue.
I thought that was I don't remember.
It was like one of the creatures in like that weird greenhouse thing, like right before the end.
Huh. That's
It was like a weird nature thing segment they did, while like the alchemist, or while like the doctor. Well, for folks at home wondering what the plot of this movie is,
yeah,
yeah,
that's the plot.
yep.
It is Phil Tippett, I believe, going, hey, I'm going to spend 30, 40 years making a wonderful little stop-motion movie of your worst fucking nightmares. And, yeah, you did it. They fucking did it.
My question is...
You sure did.
My question is
Martin,
more
were you
of...
here for this one?
I think you were.
I was
not
here
here
for
for
Mad God.
I missed Mad God.
I do recommend it because, I mean, look, it was mostly a one-man show for a while, and he spent over, I'm forgetting, I think it was over 20 years making this. This is and for those who don't know, Phil Tippett is one of the guys who brought us the special effects for Jurassic Park. Fucking legendary, special effects guy. Let me see what else he's done real quick.
Phil Tippett.
Yeah, the motherfucker. How long did Mad God take? I need to figure that out. Because it released in 2021. But, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Did I say 20 years? I meant to say 30. It took him 30 years. He finished Jurassic Park, had all that Jurassic Park money, and went, I could, do whatever the fuck I want. And he made this. And that's respectable, and I highly recommend it. If you are grossed out by poopy, blood, and guts, I don't know if there's any vomit.
I feel like there is.
There's definitely body horror in this, but it's a fun little trippy. Oh shit! Sorry, spoilers for our next movie. It's a fun little trippy, horrific, stop motion movie, and I know this was the one because Mr. Turnip was on here last night, and I know we were talking about hanging out. A few, before the Horror-thon and before all the hurricanes came by our way. And he's like, we should watch Mad God. And I'm like, no. It's like, I've already seen it. Have you seen it?
I'm like, I want to watch it again with people. Also, fun trivia, I guess, for the recent Alien Romulus movie, apparently he was invited on in the production to make a stop-motion rat. Make that as you will.
Did he make the rat?
Yes.
Very good. Good contribution.
So, they got this fucking legend in the fucking special effects field. Hey, Phil. Listen, we're making a new Alien movie. I know.
Yeah.
I know, we're all sick of it too, but we need your help. No, I don't want you to work on the xenomorph. Fuck that. No, I want you to make this little rat. I want a stop motion rat. But anywho, we will move on. Unless anyone else has anything else to say about Mad God.
It was pretty mad.
Yep. Alright, next up, Puppet Master vs. Demonic Toys. This was near the beginning.
Also a Christmas movie.
Also a Christmas movie. God damn it.
I would not show this to your family at Christmas, or else you will get side eyes and glares.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you showed this to your family during Christmas, it's a good way to not be invited back to Christmas. It's like, hey, we changed our mind. We're bringing back the Republican uncle, but you gotta go. Sorry. But yeah, it stars everyone's favorite sex offender, Corey Feldman. You know, he was in Lost Boys as a child. He was friends with the other Corey, who died from drugs.
Corey in the house.
Not that Corey. But I believe also he's got in trouble for sexual assault as well. So
Small world, small world.
You say it doesn't help. He was on a Disney show.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So it is the worst parts about both franchises, except without any of the gore. I believe it went straight. It's technically a sci-fi original movie.
Yeah.
Was there gore?
I don't think.
Not really.
Not
I
really.
think there was like one or two scenes.
There's like little blood squirts. That's it.
Yeah, it was
If
pretty
anything,
tame.
The highlights of the movie include six-shooter going absolutely ham on security guards with his fucking multi-guns, and Corey Feldman trying to act as fucking Doc Brown, even though he's like 30.
Yeah, I think the most like quote unquote gory thing was the like sacrifice blood maiden thing, Iron Maiden blood thing.
Yeah,
they had an Iron Maiden.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. He was not 30 in that movie, Austin. He was maybe
40.
late 30s, early 40s, but
even then, he should not be acting like a grandpa.
yeah,
Like older than he should be.
Oh yeah, and then he had his fucking daughter, who was, pretty close to age to his love interest in the movie, which was really weird. And they kept emphasizing her, and it's very clear that this was a full-grown woman. The movie just feels weird and creepy, but not in the fun way for Halloween, in the weird touchy uncle way. But I will say, one of the things I included, other than the awful picture of Corey Feldman with the silk suit, I guess that's what it is, with the bow tie. I want to point out the fucking concept art that they made for this,
which looks fucking rad.
It doesn't happen in a movie.
Yeah, no,
I don't even think Torch isn't even in the movie, is he?
I don't think he was.
It's real sad that how much I've sort of dived into Puppet Master, because I know almost all the names of these little fuckers.
The only one I remember from the Demonic Toys is Baby Oopsie, and I fucking hate him.
I think we all, as a society, should hate Baby Oopsie.
That's the only appropriate response.
Yeah.
I hope he oopsie off a cliff.
I will say, I think next year for the recap, we are going to watch the original Demonic Toys, mostly because it's just a very fun movie. Is Baby
Yeah,
Lucy in
original
it?
movie. Yeah,
It's
but
just a fun bad movie.
yeah,
It doesn't overstay its welcome, like
yeah,
most full moon movies, where it's like, oh man, it's a full moon production. We're just gonna linger. We gotta get this shit to 90 minutes. Uh, yeah,
I will. Yeah,
just
I would say it's more fun as a movie as well.
yeah. Don't watch this. I don't. And here's the thing. I don't even think it's the worst thing we saw this year. I think we've seen
Probably not.
worse.
Yeah.
Speaking of where, I'm kidding. No. Late
That's
Night
what
with
we
the
did.
Devil.
I like this one.
This one was good.
Yeah.
I think we all had fun with this.
You did. You keep saying you did not enjoy it as much.
I don't think I did, but I look back on the parts that I did like. Well, I do say the character assassination of their skeptic character, who's based off of a real human being who went out of his way to disprove fake psychics and break up cults and whatnot. He literally had a real life challenge where he would I'll give you a shit ton of money if you prove that you actually have psychic abilities, and no one could do it. But he didn't live in the world of Late Night with the Devil.
Yep.
I will say the AI art is cringe. Come on, movie.
I forgot about that, but
Yeah, it's the only thing of controversy to come out of this movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, pay
You
someone
said you did.
1,000 for a fucking transition card or two. It's like, come on.
well, that seems to be the logic. Like that's what they. It's all like it's always like the little cheap things.
Yeah, it's. Well, I hope Shudder's proud, but other than that, do we have any standout moments from this one?
I,
I think the hypnosis scene was really well done.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed it, but it also frustrated the fuck out of me. Like, I get it, it's supposed to be meta,
Mm-hmm.
but this also implies that someone is watching the movie and is not seeing the horrific imagery that we have all just seen.
True.
And I find that funny, but also, kind of breaks what it's going for.
Mm.
I mean, that's the thing with found footage. Also, the ending.
You didn't care for it.
I didn't really care for the ending.
That's fair.
I like the ending. Granted, I like psychological horror a little bit.
I like
do like the
psychological
shift of it.
horror. I just don't like it so on the nose. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, they set it up for you, and then it's. I feel like there are instances of psychological horror where a character is going through this kind of guilt and whatnot that have been handled better. I mean, Silent Hill 2 is probably coming to mind for me. With how to handle a psychological horror regret scene, and I guess with this it's just like there was just some moments where it's like, we're edgy, ooh, psychological, huh? And I'm like, Other than that, I think the rest of the movie's fine. It has good characters. It's got, I did care about Bob. I believe his name's Bob. Is it Dan or Bob? I can't remember this fucking name, but I love him. Our little devil in the corner. Our
Yeah.
precious baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
Too good for this world. Any other thoughts on late night with the devil?
Pretty
Anybody?
much covers it.
Covers it? Alright, well, I guess we're moving on, bitches. We go into, next up, Velocipaster.
Ah, yes.
So this is a movie about guilt.
Yeah.
This is a movie about
A movie
guilt.
about guilt.
original
The
sin.
psychological guilt.
The psychological horror.
And shoestring budget.
Yeah.
What? No, they put all the budget into this. Look at that Velocipaster. He's
I
great.
mean, you're missing the best scene was the explosion scene with the car.
Oh yeah.
It's an explosion here.
God damn it! I completely forgot. That's what parents do. They die on you.
You told me the bit of that like Frankie Mermaid scene, Con.
Oh yeah, where he's yelling across the street at another prostitute. He yelled that across the street, and apparently across the street were kids coming out of school. So he yelled that at a bunch of children.
He literally yelled, "If you stuff that sandwich like stuffed dicks, like you stuffed that sandwich, I would be a fucking millionaire." Frankie Mermaid, may you rest in piss. Okay. Who would you say, Con, is the best pimp character in all of cinema?
Me.
I'm sorry, the best character in all of cinema?
No, the best pimp character.
I mean, I like Frankie Mermaid. Here's the thing, Austin. As I've gotten older...
Yeah, no, like, pimps, like, the magic
if you
of
asked
them.
me in, like, high school, you know, I'd be like, haha, funny pimp character.
A
Now
pimp
as an
named
adult,
Stoophie.
I'm like, oh, look at that sex trafficker. How uncomfortable. Maybe it's just the sign of the times be changing, but, I don't like seeing pimps.
Clearly, it's the pimp named Sleekback.
I mean, that is the best one.
That's
Absolutely.
fair enough. Like, also that one guy that's like Black Dynamite. I sell drugs to the community.
He is also peak. Anyway, we're going next to Thaw. Remember Thaw, guys?
A ripoff of Saw.
And I
Just
wish.
kidding.
Yeah.
Joe, what was your favorite part of Thaw?
When they somehow managed to shoot down the helicopter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, with like a little
Had a-
shotgun
had, like,
Like a
brand-
pistol or
Yeah.
whatever it was. Yeah.
Apparently so.
for a hunting
It's like some
rifle.
Grand Theft Auto logic right there. Like has a health bar.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, that's a lot of this movie.
My favorite part
Dumb
was
people doing dumb things.
the credits.
Damn.
Fair, actually.
yeah. This movie, quote unquote, stars Val Kilmer. You know, you might know him for being one of the Batmen. He's, you know, one of the main characters in Willow. I'm trying to think of what else he's been in. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. You know, a beloved actor who's absolute dog shit in this.
Could not save the movie.
Sometimes you just gotta phone it in.
Yeah, I think he was a producer on this, don't quote me. Let me... Because, you know, this movie has a big environmental message. And, unfortunately, it kind of fucks up.
Thank God, I was about to commit arson if I didn't see this movie.
Yeah, it wants to. I think what the big part of it is, every character in this movie is unlikable.
Yeah.
No one is likable. Like, not even in a fun way. I guess there is the unlikable guy with the Asian girlfriend he has a toxic relationship with, who gets canonically gets bugs in his dick, which I guess is funny.
Transmitted insects.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, the bugs are caused because they de-thaw old woolly mammoth, and then turns out it was filled with bugs. And
Just like
yeah,
a
it was
real
because a
woolly mammoth.
polar bear was trying to eat this woolly mammoth corpse, and then it got infected, and then it started spreading everywhere.
Oh no.
It's,
Global warming.
in a post-COVID world, it's more poignant than ever. And much like everything post-COVID, it's just miserable to sit through. This movie isn't even fun. Even with the bugs are eating my dick scene, and taking out a helicopter with a hunting rifle. I will say the body horror aspects of it, though few, are okay. Honestly, I looked forward to every scene with the bugs. Which, by the way, aren't bugs. In the movie, that's right, they're mammals.
Oh yeah, they're mammals, yeah.
Wait, the little swarms are mammals?
They're a vertebrate.
They're vertebrates. That's right. They have spines. Despite being, having multiple limbs. And...
Fuck off. They look like a fucking parasite.
Yeah, they look like
No.
bugs,
Like a little
but they're
trilobite.
actually
They look-
vertebrates. Despite having an
Like
exoskeleton.
a shrimp?
Shrimp
That's not
are...
a vertebrate.
Yeah, it's still an invertebrate, Austin.
Yeah.
Too
no.
bad. They got spines.
You don't get vertebrates until it starts looking like frogs. Are you telling me that these are tiny frogs?
Could be.
I mean, that was
Yes.
just someone in the writer's room that was like, we need to do something to make these unique. Give them a
Vertebrate.
spine. There you go.
Yeah, would that be confusing? Get that guy out of here.
So I'm looking at the fucking goofs for this movie. In fucking Val Kilmer's notebook, the word vertebrate is misspelled.
Beautiful.
He's a scientist.
He's a scientist, everyone.
Yeah, but he's also an eco-terrorist.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Forgot. So the big twist is that Val Kilmer actually wants to use the bugs because it's like, oh, the polar bears are going more farther south, and now they're eating our thawed out woolly mammoths, and and he's done fucking eco-terrorism before, but now he's like, oh great, I have access to a bioweapon. Excellent. So, he comes at the end of the movie. He does put, for a moment throughout this movie, I'm like, he's not going to interact with any of our characters in this. But he actually does. It's just in the last 10 minutes of the movie.
That's base.
And we were all poorer for it.
Anyway, let's move on from this fucking thing.
Yeah. Next,
we have this
Real
is
movie.
the best sounding scene in all of horror. Doll Graveyard.
Oh, God.
it's funny because I wrote that as my little blurb. But holy shit, this movie's not good,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed
It's
it more than
great.
Thaw.
I mean, fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. Like,
It's-
Fall left me,
There
like,
could have been a good
frustrated.
movie here if they, edited down about 20 minutes, but then again,
No, we need the runtime to be up.
we need the runtime to be 80 minutes.
Also, fuck, I forgot to add the trivia of longest title card sequence I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's just
Like, opening credit scene.
Oh yeah, I will say
Like,
the
How
opening
long
scene
is-
with the abusive dad is effective. It
I
is
think for me-
uncomfortable to watch.
The most disappointing part was that I felt like this movie would have been better if it was actually stayed in an older time period.
Yeah, but then we would miss out on the sounding, and
True.
and the brother saying some of the most wild shit to his sister.
The brother was the fucking
He was,
wild card.
yeah, it's like, honestly, throw that kid into 1800s times. It's fine.
Perfect.
it'd be really funny. His lanky white kid.
I'm trying to remember some of the shit he said to his, like,
No, it's like, hey, like, if you tell dad about this party, I'll tell him about your porn collection. And the brother's like, oh, really? Well, I read your diary. And some of the stuff you describe in there, what you want to do to your boyfriend, is illegal in most of 40 out of 50 states.
Damn.
Just some wild ass shit this brother pulls. And then and the rest of the movie is just him getting weird psychic connections. And then I'm trying to remember how one of the frat bros die.
I mean, the one that we hated the most, unfortunately, dies in the lamest way.
What was it?
I think he just gets bit on the face and he gets pulled off screen.
Who gets stabbed in the dick? I'm trying to remember if that happened.
It was the sister's boyfriend.
That was the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Now the one we hated the most was messing around with the melon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember he gets rejected by one girl. It's like, after being real sexist, and she hands him a fruit, and it's like, here's something that would be more to what you need. And it's very clear that a hole has been cut into that where there was not before.
Yeah.
So it's heavily implied that before this boy died, he had fucked that cantaloupe or melon or whatever the fuck.
That secret dies with him.
That secret die. I mean,
unless the dad's just like, "Ooh, leave a perfectly
oh, this is
good melon
terrible.
on the
There's so
floor."
many dead children here, but at least I can eat my wonderful melon after a long day.
This delicious honeydew.
Oh, no.
Why is it salty?
Also, let's not give dad in this situation. It's weird. Okay, the biggest I feel like, in a weird plot sense, other than the ending feeling half-assed and obviously half-assed and rushed. Like, why did they like pull the ass pull? Like, dad was possessed by the spirit of the father. Ooh.
Well, here's the thing. They're played by the same person.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well then.
Well, that answers that.
Yeah, so
No other reason.
I will say with Doll Graveyard, I think one of my other favorite things is not only is the girl dating the brother's high school bullies. It's just really funny just seeing these high school bullies come to this kid's house and bully him in his own room. It is honestly, it's kind of hysterical in a weird way that I love, but I think we should move on unless anyone else has something to say. Some
like
of these puppets are a little racist, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, no.
The samurai one, the tribe member one is real bad. I think.
Yeah, where's the African tribe member? I don't see him anywhere on screen.
Because I have taste, Martin. Thanks, Charles Band. Moving on. All right, and then I decided, because we had 2 fucking giant stinkers the previous evening.
Something with a better palate.
Yes. And we moved on to the menu, which I really like, and I think I would watch again.
Yeah, it's good.
That one was good.
This is a horror movie I'd recommend to my parents, honestly. Some of who, like horror. Honestly, I would recommend this to my mom, who's a big horror movie baby.
Like, there's not a lot of, like, horror gory kills. If anything, it's just more, like, weird, fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to see John Leguizamo get turned into a s'more.
I do find the climax ending for how the character gets out just kind of funny. I mean,
yeah.
I want a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I enjoyed that scene, and I know it's a little silly, but I do like it.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's...
I will watch this. Anna Taylor-Joy barely eats anything was my
hell yeah.
Takes one bite of the burger. I'm full.
Can I get this to go, please?
Well, her date was literally like insane.
Yeah.
The cuckazoid.
Yeah.
He didn't even end up dying with everyone else. He just ended up killing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he missed the end of the meal.
Yeah.
How rude.
More s'mores for me then. Why is everyone worried? Oh, but no, this movie's fun.
I'm trying to remember other highlights.
Oh my gosh, like, where'd you go?
Oh, no, it's where John Leguizamo's agent is like, well, I'm not like uber rich. Where'd you go to college? I'm forgetting what school. Do you have student loans? No. Then you die too. Fantastic.
Yep.
All right. Anyone else have anything else to say about this one?
It's a real good time for the whole family.
Yep. Well, next up is Ready or Not. Which I had a lot of fun with this one. It's a little horror thriller movie. It's
pretty camp.
I'm a sucker for Most Dangerous Game sort of shit. And watching people overcome being hunted for sport. And while the hunters are being all fancy and decadent about it. This was a lot of fun. I had fun with it.
That ending scene.
The ending scene is real good. And finding out that was done practically and was not CG is even better. It was just an editing clip. They actually got a blood cannon to do that.
God.
It's fucking fantastic. Well, I think... Do we have anything else to say about this one? I really do
Remember,
like
kids,
it, and
don't
I
make
had a lot
those
of fun
devils.
with it. Oh, good. You said something, Joe? I apologize.
No, I
talked
said,
over.
remember, kids, don't make deals with devils.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it. All right.
Don't do it.
Next up, it's VHS 94. I really liked 94. I'm usually unimpressed. You know, like I say in the blurb, I'm usually unimpressed with found footage, but I really like this one. Hail Ratma.
Hail
Yeah.
Ratma.
Hail
My fucking
Ratma.
Ratma mood board. Even though I love Ratma, I love the design of Ratma, that segment isn't my favorite segment.
Hey,
Oh,
don't tell Steph.
I know, right? I know. I've told her what it is. It was oh my god, I'm
Not
forgetting the name
Ratma?
of the segment. The last one with the vampire.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
With look. I love seeing white supremacists, not neo-Nazis, get fucked up and killed. Or, you know, I could watch the image of that one neo-Nazi guy get fucking decked in the face on the street.
Oh yeah, Richard Spencer.
Over
Yep.
and over again. And I usually don't like watching real-life violence. But I do love justice.
There's something cathartic.
Yeah. And that also, I do really find the idea of vampires' weakness to the sun. Like, it's always funny to see vampires exploding, and vampire movies due to sunlight. It's
Like
a
Blade
big
or whatnot.
spectacle of things, and then watching it be like, oh, what if we turn these motherfuckers into bombs? And that's very funny, and then put it through,
Literally.
This fucking filter of like a bunch of Unabomber motherfuckers trying to do crime.
Only for it to blow up in their face.
I think
Get it?
I also
Get it?
enjoyed the I'm forgetting what country the segment is from.
Indonesia. It's Indonesia.
Oh yeah,
The robot girl.
Yeah.
yeah, that was Indonesia.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
Resident Evil. I had a lot of fun with it. I know it's fucking insane. And is it scary? Probably not.
Is it fun? Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, we need found footage action movies a bit more. That's just me.
Yeah, it's funny. My favorite found footage sort of things are like I love Hardcore Henry. Even it's a very flawed movie, but I love it. I think the only problem I had with it is the wraparound segment and how bad the dialogue is in it.
Yeah,
It's
could be better.
yeah. And my fucking brain went like, "Oh, are they gonna continue this plot for the wraparound in the other
No,
decade or the other year VHSs?"
no.
No, not at all.
Why bother?
Well, let's move on. Unless anyone else has something else to say about our Lord and Savior Ratma and VHS 94. Anyone? Hello?
Nope.
Okay. Let's
Well, before we go, everyone say Hail Ratma.
Hail Ratma.
Hail Ratma.
Oh, I guess
Well,
Joe
come
and
on,
Anthony
Joe.
aren't a part of the cult.
Ratma, get him.
Get him.
Oh no!
I'm a conscientious objector to Ratma.
Damn.
Anthony's face is melting off.
Good. All right. Next up, the
Oh
occultist.
god, this movie.
So, real quick, I did not see this one, as noted.
I mean,
Greatest machine gun cock.
No.
Oh, even better than the one from Dusk Till Dawn.
It wasn't a
Yes.
machine gun; it was a revolver.
Oh,
I
that's
still
true.
maintain that 90% of this movie still happens basically the same if you took out the cult element.
Yes.
Okay, are there occult elements in this movie? Because all you described is a cyborg fighting criminals.
There is. There's the like cult group is technically there
Yeah.
and does kill one or two people at the very end.
They killed some
magic?
guys at the beginning. They didn't matter, but you know.
Well, okay, yeah, the
Was
random
there
extra,
magic
but-
though?
Yeah,
And
it's
we
the
got
two,
and
the
you
two
got
white.
the sex scene, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, they got killed via weird sex scene. Also, this movie implies it's New York, at least on the box art description that it's New York, when it's very
Yeah.
clearly somewhere in the Great Lakes.
Does that weird skull on a chain also show up that woman's holding with barely an issue?
Once.
God, I hope so.
yeah, it
One.
like shows up
Yeah.
at the end, I believe.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not. It doesn't do that. It don't glow
Doesn't-
like that.
Yeah.
It's just a weapon.
No, I don't even think they do it for that.
God.
I don't think anyone's killed with that. It's just like someone's holding it. And someone.
It's incidental.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a fedora in the entire movie. So seeing this guy in the fedora makes no goddamn sense.
That's the biggest disappointment I've heard all day.
I don't even think that airbrushed that airbrushed woman is in the movie. Because if that's supposed to be our leading lady, so here's the problem. Both of her parents are Afro-Latino or Afro-Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's whiter than my ass.
Damn. It's
Yes.
pretty white.
And she's one of the good ones, which really fucking makes it weird. Or at least what the movie implies, like, she doesn't believe in that occultist mumbo jumbo. She respects it as a part of the culture of her made up Caribbean country.
Totally not Cuba.
Not Cuba, not Haiti or Jamaica or the Cayman Islands or
Nope.
but yeah, no, it's fun. It's the fucking description of the movie is a cyborg private eye is hired to protect a Caribbean president visiting New York City from sadistic sorcerers.
Oh yeah. Also, there's like no actual private eye stuff done in this movie.
Yeah, no, they're
The main characters just have the plot happen to them.
yeah.
You're making him sound like an
technically
act.
the main characters are defense contractors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like a security service.
And the guy that the cyborg is like implied to be a cyborg. They never say that he's a cyborg.
What are you talking about?
They just,
He got injured at some point, and they saved him.
and they're like, "How? What do you mean you saved him? Don't worry about it. Above your pay grade." And I'm actually trying to find the name of the actress, because I'm like, well, maybe the actress isn't white, and I'm pretty sure she's white. Her last name was Cantor. I would go more into her, but she doesn't even have an image on fucking IMDb.
Amazing.
It's
Please.
also wait. I'm looking at the guy who played the Caribbean president. Okay, he is. Oh, he's Puerto Rican as fuck. Okay.
Let's
I'm
fucking
sorry
go.
for labeling him. He is just strictly Latino.
Fucking go.
But he he starred in this movie.
Did he star in anything else? Connar then says next movie.
He was in a movie called he was in 2 episodes of Law and Order as man number 1.
I think that's all I should know, really.
Wait, hold up.
Hold on. Okay, you're gonna try and impress me with this one-off character?
I don't even know if he is, he co-wrote a movie called Latin Assassins. It is his only writing credit.
You know what? Fair enough.
And you know it's not anything of quality because Danny Trejo isn't even in it. And Danny Trejo would do anything if you gave him enough money. If you gave Danny Trejo $5, he would show up on the ConJoined cast.
Well, where is he at? Let's go.
I'm broke, man. What do you want? Next up. Oh, and yeah, there's a machine gun cop thing. And I believe he also shoots bullets through his fingies like it's fucking Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Anyway, moving on. VHS 99. I don't know. You know, the more I think about it, the less I like it. Except for the last segment.
Things of note, honestly.
Oh yeah, we got Trevor from GTA being the worst game show host I've ever seen in my life. And we got Mabel. She has 20 legions.
Fucking Mabel.
That
kills
last
me,
segment
'cause she could
of
just
the guys
be
going to hell is good. The rest of the movie, I honestly can't even remember the rest of the movie.
Honestly, like, the thing with Mabel saying she owns 20 demons and she lives like a fucking homeless person makes me think she's like the greatest con woman of all time in hell, or is just an absolute nutcase to other demons. Which is, oh fuck, it's Mabel again.
Does anyone remember any of the segments in this other than the 2 I have pictured?
Was this the one with the Medusa?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
all the
that's
Medusa.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah.
That wasn't like even fun to watch.
No.
Like the more I
That
think
was
about this
definitely
movie,
a root for the Medusa one.
yeah, it's. I mean, it had the. Like, I enjoyed the claymated segments. Those were fun. Until it's like, oh, actually, this is some nerd's camera, and he stole it from his brother who does skateboard videos. Oh, yeah, they had the fucking punk rock band segment.
Mm-hmm.
With Scott Derrickson's kid, and I guess his wife directed it. I didn't enjoy that either. I thought it was kind of lame.
Damn.
It's just like the most annoying people you've ever met in your goddamn life. Anyway, anyone else have anything to say about this movie?
Nope.
Yeah. This has actually been the year we've done more anthologies. I haven't done any anthologies for the longest fucking time, so I appreciate that. Next up is Wishmaster.
Oh boy.
We got a goopy skeleton. We got the genie. It's got some fun effects. Also, thanks for Tony Todd is in it for a brief moment. And R.I.P. a legend. So
Yeah.
if y'all didn't
Just
know, yeah, Tony Todd passed away. So now he's throwing bees at white people in heaven now.
Fair enough. Well, you know, I enjoyed the practical effects. I also appreciate the end of this movie because, honestly, weirdly, Galaxy brain up this woman to just think of like using like fucking altering history to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. Also, I know it says Wes Craven presents. I don't know what Wes Craven did for this movie. Cause I was looking at.
I think he's like producer.
Let me take a look here. Did he do anything else? Because it doesn't seem like he did. I don't even think he wrote it, which he's like, okay, let me take a look. Yeah, he didn't do shit. He put some money into it, and they made 4 more of these fuckers. Also, I guess, okay, looking at the Impetus, I guess one of the little creatures in the movie is played by Vern Troyer. So, you know, Mini-Me is in this, I guess.
Amazing.
Yep.
What about you? What
Okay.
about you guys, Joe and Anthony Martin?
Pretty forgettable.
Dang.
Pretty forgettable to me.
I do always enjoy some good monkey pawing, so.
Yeah.
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 Like, I love how he just sort of made people, like, think of shit like, aren't you afraid of growing old? I guess. Turns them into a mannequin. Now you won't ever grow
his
old.
definition of what a wish was very loose.
Yeah.
I
It's like,
want to.
just tell me this thing you vaguely want, and I'll
Wouldn't
make
you
it happen.
really
and
like
that
it?
counts.
Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Boop.
I want to see like one fucker be like weirdly specific to him, and he's just like, yeah. So you ruin all the fun. It's a funny word.
Also, I want to point out, we watched, spoiler alert, Phantasm shows up later. The motherfucker from Phantasm plays the narrator in this. I'll always enjoy saying his name. Angus Scrim.
We'll get to Angus soon enough.
Angus Scrim. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Is it forgettable? It's probably why all the sequels are direct to DVD, but we'll move on.
Yeah.
Next up, VHS Beyond.
I think this is the first one I wasn't here for, because I did not see this one.
This one had a very different premise from most horror, like the whole skydiving. Well, not skydiving, but skydiving scene with the alien.
Yeah, I will say every segment in this is extremely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of variation in this one.
Yeah.
Honestly, like overall favorite for me was the Stork. I don't know about you guys, but I like a good action horror, and the Stork one was a lot of fun.
The ship one was the most interesting.
Oh yeah, the spaceship one, yeah.
Yeah.
That one was also interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spaceship one is the most, where the girl goes in the spaceship, gets flung into some fucking sharp cords, and they got regenerating little things, but they don't know how to regenerate people.
Mm-hmm.
So after she gets fucking mangled, she just turns into a terrible blob. Actually, that one was actually done by Mike Flanagan, who you might know for Hush, Haunting a Hill House.
Really? I didn't know there was
Midnight
Flanagan.
Mass. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it kind of explains why it's the most heady and kind of well written of all of them. The segment
Yeah.
itself was actually directed by his wife, but
Very cool.
he wrote it.
Nice.
I didn't enjoy the dog segment, which was apparently made by Justin Long. Which I guess it's got barbarian vibes to it, but the skydiving one, I think, how do I put it? It's not
It's
my
the most-
favorite, but it's definitely the one that like I'm terrified of heights in real life. So watching that entire segment, I'm like, I
Well,
could only
especially-
hope that I was the guy who got instantly decapitated immediately.
Make it-
especially
it'll
'cause,
make-
like the whole group is there for like the guy's
Yeah.
birthday, and the guy, the birthday
Yeah.
kid, definitely
Well,
does not want
yeah.
to be there.
The birthday
Yeah.
boy did not want to be there at all, and this
Yep.
shit happens.
Yep.
Like, fuck.
I will say the aliens look like ass. Other than that, it's probably one of the better segments.
They do look funky.
It's like,
I
Well,
don't know. That's what
silly,
made it
look
entertaining to
goofy.
me. Though. Like watching those goofy, lanky guys fall out of the sky.
I'm more surprised they didn't die on impact as well.
Damn.
Except, I guess aliens are built different.
They're just built different.
if
dude.
your legs sort of like spring up around your head, like how they're shown in that image in the corner, then you can do anything, I guess.
You
Aliens
built
are from,
different
like,
and
a
not
planet-
as scared. Oh no, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. If aliens are from like a planet where Earth's gravity is just like a fucking feather fall.
God.
Fuck.
What was? Oh yeah, the Bollywood one. The robot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That existed.
I didn't enjoy it, but I was talking to Steph, and Steph was like, "I really like that one," and I'm like, "Okay," but I think
Have
her
you watched
favorite was
anything- I was gonna ask, did you watch anything Bollywood with her?
Look, we've been trying to plan the RRR date for the longest time.
Damn.
Uh,
Why so hard?
Or
because the movie's like 3.5 hours long.
Of wonderfulness.
Yeah, I know, right? It is.
Yeah.
We watched Bahubali this year.
Yeah, no, Austin and I literally we saw the first Bali, and by the end of the first one, we're like, we gotta know what happens at the end. Did you watch part 2?
Yeah.
Yes, we watched
Yeah.
part 1 and 2.
Yeah, we watched
Danny
it back
saw-
to back. It's like, wait, what?
Well, we watched part 1 and 2, and Danny came in for the second one. A little bit, but go on.
All right. Anything else to say about VHS Beyond before we move on here?
Stork.
Stork.
Okay, wait, who would win a fight, the Stork or Ratma?
Your
Ratma.
mother.
Damn.
He spit acid. Stork just care for children.
Good point.
Next up, Bubba Hotep.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I love this movie. Elvis
No.
and JFK fight a mummy.
Make that as you will.
Written by the great Joe Lansdale. He, which, based off a book actually, which Joe Lansdale is known for the Hap and Leonard novels. He also does. He wrote for the longest time a lot of DC comics. Did he create Jonah Hex? I don't think he did, but I think he did some revitalizing back in the day to get him the semi-popular character that he is. He definitely wrote for Batman Animated. He wrote my favorite episode of Batman Animated, which is Almost Got Him. So a movie about Elvis who didn't die on the toilet and instead, works with definitely JFK. That's definitely JFK.
Don't worry about it. It's definitely JFK.
It's definitely JFK. JFK Arena. My favorite game.
What did you think, Joe?
I mean, this one's fun. I'm pretty sure I had seen this before, so it wasn't like, it wasn't my first experience with it. So,
How about you, Anthony?
I don't know if Anthony was here for this one.
Is he? Anthony, you there? God damn it, he's gone AFK as well.
He went JFK.
Dang.
His fucking brains got blown out, but I guess he won't talk about our new sponsor, JFK Arena.
oh no.
Move on to the next segment. Actually, the mummy.
The mummy. Also, a mummy using the souls of the elderly to sort of prop himself back up is very funny. And kind of like, I need souls. But if I actually try to fight someone who can fight, I'm going to get my ass kicked. Oh, wait, I'll just pick off old people. Also, I just really like this movie. It's great. They almost made a sequel. I think it was supposed to be like Elvis versus the Vampire Women.
He's like flashbacking or something while he's dying.
Yeah. And this was fun. Moving on. Oh man, this was the one that Anthony recommended.
Yep.
And he's gone. He can't even talk about it. Ravenous. I thought it was good.
Yep.
I don't know if I was in love with it. But I thought it was good. It's not great. I think it's a really pretty movie. It does unfortunately have the setup of like your typical horror movie or horror comedy, I guess. But maybe it's just me, but this movie's slightly homoerotic.
You're not wrong.
It just had that sort of
definitely some of that.
I mean, look, I literally have this fucking guy shirtless in the fucking cold water here. The way our fucking villain talks to the main character.
Yeah,
It's
Robert Carroll, who plays the villain here, is really good, and I love the fact that he basically is playing the same type of individual as from the Stargate Universe show.
good.
Like his personality is pretty much the same, just evil vampire versus egotistical scientist.
He's a Wendigo, not a vampire.
I
guess.
We embrace the spirit of cannibalism.
Yeah, cannibalism will solve all your problems, apparently.
Also, can we talk about this? Why do Wendigos, when they're drawn, always look like deer demons or whatnot?
That you can actually blame that on Pathfinder.
Really?
Because the first drawing of a Wendigo that looks like a deer with the antlers and everything came from Pathfinder Bestiary.
I could have sworn there was like a movie that did that, and that was the reference.
No, I mean the most recent movie where they have deer Wendigo is Antlers, which I watched 2021 for the Spookathon. And boy, that movie isn't good.
Hmm.
I here's the thing. Antlers is a side tangent about the movie Antlers. Because as someone who used to work in the school system, I get, the main kid in the movie should have been like taken away way sooner. Like the signs that this kid was being abused, like I don't know, like just going through that what you're taught in that sort of environment, it's like as soon as you even suspect it, report. Don't even think about it. Just do it. And they just kind of bumblefuck it. Like the director of the school goes to this kid's house to get murdered by Wendigos. It's like, what's happening? It's almost good. Guillermo del Toro recommended it. He's like, oh, I love this. Gizmo. It's not that good. Anyway. But Ravenous is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think maybe I should rewatch it. There's parts that I do not remember very well. I just remember it being kind of like homoerotic. Just begging like join me, main character, man. Come on.
Also, weird. Also, funny that the immigrant.
Yeah, it's literally the white people become Wendigos. But
Fair enough.
also, just how do I put it? The fact that they're I'm not sure they're handling a sensitive topic like that. Something that people from that area is like, hey, don't fucking use that, please. And I'm not a fan of saying what it is, but that's what they say it is in the movie. And unfortunately, we just got to deal with the repercussions of what this Italian director thought would be cool at the time. Just a couple of guys being guys.
To be fair, it is a very interesting concept of a creature in folklore.
Yeah. All right,
So,
I'm gonna move on. Anthony missed it. I can't believe he fucking blew it. Oh wait, did he just speak?
No.
Anthony? No, that was Joe. I'm sorry. I thought I saw his icon on Discord blow up for a moment.
Yeah.
Nah, he's lame and gay. And I should
like
know,
this movie.
I am.
No, that's speaking of lame.
Species.
Speaking of gay.
Yeah.
Which for some reason we felt the need to subject ourselves to the second one later.
This
Yeah.
was spectacularly bad.
Like,
I have it down as one of the stupidest movies I've ever seen.
Something bad happened here.
Bad something. Yeah. So let's go over.
I didn't even use that
characters.
as a quote. I went with the Alfred Molina Low Peter.
So we got Michael Madsen as expert security guy or something. I don't know.
They got the guy from Kill Bill, Bill from Kill Bill.
Yep. They got I'm forgetting the actress's name.
I don't even think does she show up for the second movie?
She's in the second one.
Why would she?
It's her and Michael Madsen return, and they continue to have no chemistry with each other. Except, I mean, she's trying more than Michael Madsen. To be fair,
Michael Madsen does not belong in the genre of sci-fi. At
after
all.
watching the first one, I don't know if he belongs in cinema. Actually, no. After watching the second one, especially, I don't think he belongs in cinema. Well, how did he get in fucking Kill Bill? Like, whose dick did he suck?
I think you know whose, but anyway,
Whose
this
toes
is
did he suck is what I meant to say.
God damn it.
I'm
H.R.
back.
Geiger did the design of her creature.
Oh, you missed 2 good movies, and now we're on Species, Anthony.
Hell yeah.
Anthony,
missed
we're gonna
Brett.
go speed round for you, okay? We're gonna go back just for you. Fuck.
Okay.
Ravenous, what did you think?
Oh, I really like this one. This is the one that I recommended.
Yeah, we thought it was pretty gay.
Yeah, it has tons of homosexual energy, which is what I was told, and it was true.
Yep.
Yeah. Not
But,
sure they should be appropriating a creature of a culture that you should really use. That again, this was made in the 90s, but regardless.
Wendigos.
That one dossier was out on display.
Anyway,
Yeah.
next was the next one.
Oh yeah, what did you think about Bubba Hotep, Anthony, or were you not there for that?
I was there for Bubba Hotep. Inspirational story of why even if you're down on your luck and you're in a housing home, you could always be a hero.
Thank you. Why the fuck did... Oh, yeah, that's right. You missed JFK Arena, which I'm going to take ads for AFK Arena and now edit JFK's image into it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Species.
What did you feel about Species?
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
As he gets his wiener destroyed.
Yeah.
And dies.
Yeah, I can't. I'm so bummed that he dies in the movie because he's the most likable character in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sorry, spoilers.
Yeah. I already gave spoiler warnings at the beginning of the stream.
Of this, so.
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker playing an empath who's literally, just there to go, something bad happened here. The room's covered in blood, Forrest.
We got it.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not an empath, I'm empathetic.
Yeah.
We feel bad.
I'm an empath and a minor. You need to stop. Says Forrest Whitaker.
30-year-old Forrest Whitaker.
Yep. Alfred Molina, who is much older than I thought he was. Motherfucker.
Yeah, he was like.
Yeah, he's late 30s in this movie, but he looks good in this. He looks better in this than he did in... I mean, this is 7 years before Spider-Man 2, to be fair. Also, creature made by Geiger, that's neat. This movie's corny as hell.
I argue this is his weakest design.
A little bit,
Probably.
Yeah.
Though I find it really funny that, despite this, and we'll talk about Species 2 later.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Possum. About the sad boy who's never smiled ever.
Yep.
I love that is the first thing of trivia you see about Possum on IMDb is he doesn't smile the entire time.
It's true.
How did we feel about Possum?
The whole thing felt like how it looks to live in the British countryside. Very bleak.
Yeah, you just live a bleak existence, and you kill your pedophile uncle, stepdad. Who knows? I see that he's supposed to be an uncle, but
it was an uncle. Granted, the movie was kind of weird with that relationship, I guess.
Yeah, the puppet in it is
Very spooky.
pretty spooky.
I don't think it's a possum.
I don't think that's what a possum looks like, guys.
Thank goodness.
I feel like this guy, the possum puppet, is literally like one of Voldemort's Horcruxes. like they suggested that as a Horcrux, And Warner Brothers is just like, that's going to terrify children for years. No.
It's literally nobody. The fucking head growing out of that one guy's head.
Voldemort growing out of some guy's head in Harry Potter 1.
Yeah.
Father hates me. God, like, this thing has haunted me for years. You must kill the boy who lives.
But yeah, this movie, depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we ready to move on?
Yeah.
Because we're only halfway there. Species 2, baby! This is the
Why didn't
stupidest
we watch
movie.
the second one?
This is the stupidest movie I've ever seen.
There's still 2 more.
I know.
I can't wait.
Somehow.
How did it get worse? Strangely, this is the movie they could have used Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
It's like the entire first movie. It's like, man, why do they need an empath? This is stupid. And then in this movie, the entire time it's like no one.
Empath.
Yeah, you could really use someone who actually is emotionally intelligent, because everyone in this movie is not.
Yeah, no, there's the reason, like, look.
I will say
I
the
know
design,
the movie is...
real quick, I do want to say the one positive thing before we rail this movie, much like it railed their fucking brains.
Railed them alright.
Yeah. I do think the design of the male speciesman is actually good. Like, if you see the full-size puppet of it, it's actually really fucking cool. I will give it that. Now, the fact that tentacles are our lady from the first movie to death is you know how Alien is like, oh man, it's like a weird sexual horror film. Thanks to Geiger, it's like supposed to represent dicks, but it doesn't say that outright. You know, the movie doesn't say that, you know, this represents being impregnated or dicks or vaginas or shit. In Species, it's like, these are dicks and vaginas. They penetrate.
We don't need subtext. We just fucking text it.
Yeah.
Like, I also love how, like, oh, we should feel sympathetic for the fucking experiment lady that went through all the lab. And, like, on one hand, like, yeah, she had it pretty rough. On the other hand, she's a complete, utter psychopath. She had every redeeming qualities.
Oh, go ahead. I don't
know. She had no redeeming qualities. She fucking stole like a rat. Fucking dry humped any male she came across in the vicinity.
Except,
and when she,
yeah, it's whoever was a good mate, which they have the fucking.
They killed indiscriminately too.
Yeah, it's.
Like, you expect me to feel sorry for her? Fuck no. She's a weird, creepy
I don't feel bad for her. However, the person I feel bad for the most is, you know, the first movie they tortured their random side characters a lot.
Mm-hmm.
For really no reason. It's like, why is this woman still on screen at some points? But remember our main character boy, I'm sorry, not main character, our main astronaut boy who turns into the big male speciesman?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how he harasses and sexually assaults that one woman, and Michael Madsen and the one black guy astronaut just sort of like, oopsie doodle, we couldn't find him. After you could see her being chased across the store screaming. And they're in the same fucking store at the same time, and they're like, I wonder where that guy is.
Think I have enough time to grab a drink before we continue this chase? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, one of the most uncomfortable scenes I've ever had to sit through is occurring. You know, because fuck me, I guess. But yeah, no, this movie's fucking awful. Geiger is actually disowned the movie, as well as Michael Madsen.
Oh wow.
Which, you know, Geiger, you made Species 1. You didn't disown that? Did you enjoy the paycheck? Anyway.
Yes.
Well, he kept that secret till his grave.
No, he has
probably
publicly disowned Species 2.
Well, no, his full opinion's in his grave, not that opinion.
Yep. And I hope Michael Madsen never works again. Oh, god damn it. Anyway. Moving on.
What's next?
Anyone else? Any other thoughts before I move on here?
I also just remember the entire premise gets like they kind of go from in the first movie it's like we sent a message into space and we got a message back that had this DNA and we've been experimenting on it.
Oh, yeah.
To in this movie it's also somehow that DNA is already on Mars and can infect you.
The dumbest shit.
And the species is from the other side of the fucking galaxy, from the other side of the universe on top of that somehow.
And they are sexually compatible with humans.
Yeah, it's just like
somehow
we've jumped the shark like 3 times now.
We can't. We're running out of sharks. We can't jump anymore. All right. Well, I hope this movie made my pee-pee go down. Moving on. 30 Days a Night. Fun and depressing, which are two things that usually don't go together. But I did enjoy this movie. Mostly because I like zombie movies. And it's
zombie. Yeah, I guess you're right on zombie. I guess it's just the vampires are a bit more bestial.
Yeah.
They're like gangrel vampires.
Yeah.
World of Darkness reference. Continue.
I will say in the comic, which I did read, I read it like many years ago, and unfortunately read the other side series of it. How do I put it? There's a lot more politicking going on with the vampires. Because the vampires, they take over this Alaskan town because of, the night being so long and everything. And they invite their leader vampire over. And our motherfucker in the corner here is like, did I do a good job? Not Dad? And Not Dad is like, you dumb piece of shit. You broke the fucking code. They're gonna hunt us down. It's day most of the day. I know it's night for a few, like 30 fucking days, bro. But it's daylight as per normal the rest of the fucking... Also, they got 30 days of day as well. You fucking dumb piece of shit.
That's the sequel, 30 Days of Day.
Yeah, it's...
No, it's 30 nights a day.
Thing.
It's the vampires take a long nappy nap. Then they sleep for 2.5 hours. It's a good film. But yeah, and the sequel comics are edgelord bullshit. I'm just gonna be honest. They're not worth reading. The comic.
Funny enough, I think I found the image in the VC of the action. I think the scene you were talking about.
Yeah.
Of like the elder vampire just fucking about to go ham on his subordinate.
Yeah, let me
Anyway.
let me put that up real quick. Just
This is more of a moment before disaster, sort of image.
I
yeah.
wouldn't go so far as to say I'm happy, as much as I am completely stunned by your absolute stupidity. Love
Well,
it.
thank you. Wait, what?
I think this guy also went on to do some Silent Hill comics that are not liked at all. I know that the Silent Hill fandom fucking hates because they tried to build lore to Silent Hill, which is a thing you probably shouldn't do. Anyway, oh, we should watch those movies next year. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
Next up, subspecies, not related to species. We got somehow. The lamest
be.
vampire award goes to Radu.
The handsome.
The handsome.
But he had little minion guys.
Yeah, what's your vampire power? Do you like super speed, super strength? No, I chop off my fingers and they turn into little demon familiars. And do the demon familiars do anything? Sometimes they carry things for me. Other times they will mean mug and go at you.
Also, Radu, why do you look like a crackhead?
Oh, if you think I look
all
terrible.
the other vampires look kind of like normal humans, and then there's you.
Yeah. Also,
I was born with the recessive genes. My brother was born with the dominant genes.
Damn it.
by the way, the hero of the movie, or the good vampire in this, is Dracula. Just want to point out, in this movie, is Dracula's the good guy, and Radu the handsome is
Just
the
like real
bad
life.
guy.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
Is it? Because both were assholes.
But yeah, no, it's
Also the groundskeeper with the fucking overly prepared groundskeeper with the fucking holy water shotgun shells.
No, yeah, I appreciate innovation on our vampire hunting abilities.
yeah. No,
Gatter.
agreed. Also, there's the girl who was our main character girl. Started off with like a Romanian accent, and then just by the end abandoned it. It's great. After she hooks up with Dracula.
Hell yeah.
After only knowing him for like, I don't know, a day.
Yeah.
Or two.
And her friend's dying as well.
This whole movie takes place in like a week, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
oh yeah, and Angus Scrimm is also in this movie. He plays
Really?
Yeah, he plays the Dadula.
The Dadula?
He's the vampire king in it.
He's the one who
Radu kills at the beginning of the movie. Let me just double check here because I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
I'm pretty goddamn sure. Yep, Angus Scrimm is in the fucking credits. Top villain, baby, as King Vladislav. Angus, you fucking cheeky little bitch. We love you. Is this his last on-screen appearance?
No. That does not happen until the last Phantasm movie. That and Dances with Werewolves is another one, apparently, and it's a movie that exists. He was also on a podcast.
Angus Scrimm?
Yep. He was a voice actor on it, apparently. That, and he was also in Marble Hornets. Is a guy named Percy.
Is he still alive? I don't think he is. I mean, he looked ancient in fucking Phantasm.
Oh. Oh yeah, it was like he died at night.
Oh, he
89.
died in 2016.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was like 89 when he died. So
Well, praise be to your scrim, good sir.
Lord Scrim.
The guy looks like a fucking, like,
Radu.
no, Angus Scrim looks like someone who would have played the Doctor in, like, the black and white era of Doctor Who. But,
Yeah.
I think it is time for us to move on. Because the last few nights were Vampire Night. We had 2 Vampire Nights. We had Salem's Lot, which we watched the original like back in 2022. And how do we feel about this? Because I had fun, but I'm not sure.
I put 2.
Yeah. It was a fun watch.
Strange.
Also,
Oh, good.
oh god. No, I was just gonna comment on the thumbnail they decided to post up for the trailer for this movie, because not only did Mr. Barlow did not look like that. I'm more wondering, like, who in the fuck in Warner Brother Discovery thought this image would be like, yes, this will make people come to the movies.
Yeah, he looks. How do I put it? He looks like a reaction image. If you put the audio of I am a doctor, Dr. Hahn. I am a doctor. I am a doctor. If you put that audio over this image, that's where I would think it's from. But yeah, I will say this has probably one of the best kid characters I've seen in horror. Mostly just out of like how weirdly competent he is at everything. It's like, beginning of the movie, he's being picked on after doing some funny little magic tricks. That is his, his hobby that he loves. And a bully tries to get at him, so he beats the shit out of the bully. It's like, wow, you're like, and I thought we were gonna follow them little white kids, but no, he's our main character. His little white friends get turned into vampires and act like creepy little white kids throughout the rest of the movie, as white children ought to do. But yeah, no. And then he just proceeds to be the biggest badass in the movie, where the adults are just sort of like
bumblefucking their way through the vampire apocalypse.
Yeah. And even then, there are just moments where you are reminded that he is a child, and how sort of imperfect these fucking adults are. The movie is just sort of a weird little vampire action flick. I will say the ending of the original movie, and I guess the book are not in this, where it like cuts to them hunting vampires in different parts of the world. I believe in the original movie they like go all the way to Guatemala to find some vampires to hunt. In this movie, it just ends with them going, I guess I'm your adoptive dad now. Okay. And they leave. Also, was it Jerusalem's Lot in the original?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Because I know it was in this movie.
Yeah, it was Jerusalem's Lot. It's just Salem's Lot. It's just like a shorter, like it's just get rid of Jeru and then you just get Salem.
I'm just noticing with the official posters we see here. Why is the little apostrophe?
That might denote that actually it is Jerusalem.
No, but it's only in one of the posters.
Yeah, well, maybe they ended up dropping it by the end of it
Yeah.
to make it like less confusing, but that might be
Also, why did they change? Why do they use the in the middle image of like? Why is it like that?
I'm realizing with the poster that's on the far right here, they have the T that's shaped like a cross bearing a bright light. Also, that was just weird in the movie. That didn't even happen in the original movie. Whenever a vampire's around, every cross in like a fucking 9-mile radius just starts glowing.
Convenient.
Yeah, it's just real weird. But I'm a little sad that I sort of front-loaded this experience of me watching a horror movie every month by watching most of Stephen King's quote-unquote classic ones during that time period of my life. And now there's not really a lot left over. Or at least...
What about Langoliers?
Anyway, let's move on. Subspecies 2!
Yeah, Radu.
superior one.
We brought him back, and now he's a mama's
shit.
boy.
We'll talk about X later, but yeah, it turns
Radu
out
was
so he pulls a Dio for you JoJo fans out there, and Radu's little guys help him put his head back on his shoulders, and while he does that, he kills his brother so he doesn't have to appear in the movie. And the love interest looks slightly different because it's a different actress altogether. And by the way, there are 5 of these movies, and that actress stays throughout the entire franchise.
Love it.
Right. We also get to meet Radu's mom, which literally starts with, "I told you not to come here anymore." "No, mommy, I killed daddy. I'm a brother. I'm actually super evil just like you. Don't you love me, mommy?" He literally says mommy to our lovely crackhead zombie witch creature that is his mother.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm actually wondering her actual name. Because I don't think she shows up in any of the other movies. It'd be funny if she did.
I think she does. From what I've heard, I think she does. I'm looking this up.
They literally call her Mummy, but with spell Mummy.
Excellent. Thank
Like
you.
she's
Thank you.
I mean, she looks like one.
Let me take a look. Does she come back? Because she doesn't die.
Yeah, doesn't she kidnap like the main girl at the end of the second one?
Yeah.
I think so. She would have to come back. I think.
I'm actually going through the cast lists of the movies. I don't think this bitch is returning. But you know who does? Fucking Anderhav as Radu, and Denise Duff as Michelle Morgan. God bless them, everyone.
Also, I love how the titles just like have blood in their name. We have Bloodstone for the second movie, Bloodlust for the third, Bloodstorm for the fourth, making it sound like an
Bloodstorm
edgy.
is also the fourth one is also known as The Awakening, but Bloodstorm is better.
Yeah, Bloodstorm is a better name. It reminds me of a fucking third person, like a first person shooter from the 90s. And then Blood Arise. So blood,
Oh
blood,
yeah,
blood,
that's
blood,
right.
blood,
This
blood.
focus. Okay, so there's this stupid artifact that's in the first one, which is a rock that keeps producing blood. Now, vampires known for needing blood to do whatever the vampire nonsense they're doing. Oh, it's a renewable source of blood that isn't sourced from anything. Um, Certainly this is probably a more humane thing than whatever vampires do. And it's like, no, if you drink from the bloodstone, it's like a crack rock and it makes you addicted to crack.
Crack, baby, let's go.
And now you turn into a crack do.
Correct, dude.
It is me, Crack Do. I need my crack rock.
Please.
I love crack.
It is my favorite. I love crack. But we're gonna move on here. Unless anyone else has something to say about subspecies 2, Bloodstone. Meet the Bloodstones. It's a modern vampire family. Radu lives in Transylvania.
Move his mother. Move his mother.
With his mom. Alright, next up, X. It's a typical slasher, but it's good. I enjoyed X. Mia Goth does a hell of a job. I'm trying to remember everyone. Jenna Ortega is in it. This has like sort of an all-star cast almost.
For what you told me, you said Mia Goth played not only our main final girl, but also our
daughter.
but also the killer,
Yes.
the old lady.
Yep. She plays Maxine, and she also plays Pearl, who is the old lady in this movie, and also is the main character, in the prequel, sequel, Pearl. But yeah, this is an A24 horror movie. So it's better than anything. Also, Kid Cudi's in it. And so is Kid Cudi's giant dick. This fucking massive schlong. Now, granted, it's only in it for a second and obscured in darkness. But you do see it.
Imprisoning me. All that I see.
Absolute penis. I'm a little sad that we didn't watch Pearl after this year, but because I do hear it is the best out of the 3 movies of X, Pearl, and Maxine. Pearl is the best one of them.
Always next year, fam.
Always next year.
Except next year's the anniversary.
Next year.
Always next year.
I mean, we could still do it. Next year, I'm so tempted. It's like, hey guys, 62 horror movies. Let's fucking go.
Oh no.
Next year's PowerPoint's gonna be fucking insane. Anyway.
Lisa
Lisa Frankenstein.
Lisa Frankenstein with Cole Sprouse and Catherine Newton. I really enjoyed this one.
Just fun, yeah.
Yeah, this was a fun little movie.
Yeah, it's good. Fucking, I didn't know it was Cole Sprouse, but Steph, who grew up with that sweet life of that Zach and that Cody, really enjoyed seeing him again.
You know what this
And he's
feels
great
like,
in this.
Con?
What?
This feels like I guess a horror comedy thing that would have probably done well back in the 80s. like a teen wolf.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know this movie came out this year. I thought it was
Yeah, I
older.
thought this was older.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, this feels like an older movie
No,
Yeah.
than it actually is.
yeah. Let me
Huh.
double check because I mean it's set in the 80s.
Well,
Yeah.
it says right there in your thing, 2024.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
damn sure it's 2024. I think it came out. Lisa.
I mean, it had
Yeah,
good
no,
graphics.
2024.
It had good graphics, so it's probably true. But
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
it's in a. Here's one of my things. So the movie Jennifer's Body is very well loved, especially with the girlies and the LGBT community. Lisa Frankenstein, and I enjoyed Jennifer's Body. However, I've seen Jennifer's Body so many times that at this point I could go the rest of my life without seeing Jennifer's Body ever again. I'm sorry. However, I think this blows Jennifer's Body out of the park. I really like this movie. It's really funny. Our main character girl is sympathetic but also just kind of a terrible person.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm happy for Cole Sprouse Frankenstein. Cole Sprousenstein, if you will.
God.
Oh god, did he not even get top billing? He's on the poster. Wow. Wow, he's far down.
But who is?
Cole Sprouse, I'm looking at the...
Well, he's right on that poster.
He's on the poster, and yeah, he's, you know, on... But I'm looking, you know how IMDb, like, organizes its, you know, the cast list by, you know, most important, I guess.
Is that how they do it? I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's usually about top build.
Hmm.
And Cole Sprouse did not get that.
That's a
fucking
shame.
sucks, because he's great in it. Also, you know who also shows up in this? The dad from Stranger Things, Joe Crest, playing the same goddamn character. Is literally the same person. What do I do? What did I do? That motherfucker returning to play the same damn guy.
I mean, when you're good at a role, you're good at a role. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Playing the most inattentive dad on the planet. I'm pretty sure the dad from Stranger Things has no idea, A, that he has a son, or B, that 11 exists at all. Even though his son and other children talk about this other character. But anyway, also, her sister in the movie. I'm real sad that I did not get an image of the sister. But she's fucking fantastic. Lisa Soberano. I'm sorry, Soberano. Who plays Taffy. Who plays this very supportive stepsister, but also says the most deranged things at the same time. It's supportive and also just terrible. But yeah, no, I really like this movie. Are we ready to move on? Or does anyone else have anything else to say?
Covers it.
That covers it. All right, moving on. Suspiria 2018. So I know a year or two before we watched the original in the group chat. And that's a fun little giallo Italian horror movie with a very good theme. It's one of the best horror themes in my opinion. And I wish I could play it for you. But as proven by anyone in the past, if you play that out loud, this video will get a copyright strike. So
Oh, I thought you were saying you're gonna get like killed or something.
probably, if Amazon has anything to say about it.
I thought it was because it was like spooky.
I mean, it is a very spooky theme.
Yeah.
Goblin.
I did wish that song showed up in the movie at least, but that's just...
Oh, and I completely forgot that Mia Goth is also in this. But yeah, no, this movie is... It's
Based.
strangely more psychedelic than the original. It's good, but it's intense like a bad acid trip. It's, where the first movie's like a fun acid trip where you're safe in a good environment and it's colorful. Well, this movie is not. It is they almost feel like two different films, and it feels like a response to how kind of sexist the original one is, which granted it is. And it also, I guess, kind of takes place around the same time as well.
Well, post World War II Germany.
Yeah.
Instead of like Italian.
Well, I did actually look into it. It did. The original did take place in Germany as well, because one of the scenes in the original where the blind guy gets attacked by his dog, that's literally in the area that Hitler used to give his speeches in.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, no, this movie, probably the most intense death scene.
Would you even call those deaths, Con?
What happened to the first girl? She dies. Horrifically.
Would that even be a death, though, when by the time they got to her? Like, after the damage is done.
It's a death scene. She's fucking slowly dying, being contorted remotely to the point where she pisses herself out of fear, pain, or whatever, and then chokes on her own vomits and dies. Or she...
Like, they put her out of her misery, though. The thing is, though, that also gives me on to the point of, like, look, if you have magic in a horror movie, you're fucked done. If it's Japanese ghosts and magic, no, you're not living in this movie.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, witch that had magic, and witches, actually, just witches. If you're in a horror movie with, like, a witch...
I want to point out to you, Austin, that the main girl in the witch lives at the end.
Yeah, not the rest of her family.
I mean,
I also love that movie, Unrelated.
Yeah.
Speaking of Roger Eager.
Yeah. I mean, they're not. Are they attached to this? No, I don't think they are.
No. Well,
no, this is a female.
Today I was talking about Nosferatu. That's why.
Oh, how is that?
And he's directing. No, well, it's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
He's directing a sequel, but it has like some rave early reviews.
Okay.
Comes out in December.
All right, duly noted. Because as much as I love the Vivitch, is it wrong that I kind of love the Lighthouse more?
Oh no.
No,
I fucking love the Lighthouse a lot. You can quote that movie forever.
That is fair.
I like all his movies, honestly.
What's the oh my god,
The Northman. He also did the Northman.
How is that? I have not seen
I fucking love the Northman. Awesome.
Duly noted. I will check that one out. I've been kind of sick of seeing Viking stuff.
This is like so much better than most Viking stuff.
Yeah. If I have to see more white people in gray drab forests, I swear to God, I'm kidding.
It's like a great revenge story.
All right. Duly noted. Does it count as horror?
You're kind of stretching it, but maybe.
All right.
You're kind of stretching it, I think.
Okay. Well, anyone else have anything to say about Suspiria 2018? I think this was the grossest movie that we watched.
Yeah. Yeah, very much like all the deaths are more of like just fucking kill me already kind of deaths.
What's the name of the lady in the corner? I can't remember the actress's. God damn it. What's the name of this actress again?
Oh, fucking Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett is very good in this.
She's just very good.
Yeah. She just kind of elevates everything that she's kind of in.
Yeah.
Let me actually double check you there. That's not Kate Blanchett. That's Tilda Swinton.
Oh yeah. Tilda Swinton. That's
yeah. I mean, Tilda Swinton is also very good. I can't say anything.
I don't have my screen. I have you on my second screen. It's small, and I'm kind of sitting across the room. I didn't watch. I only got to see the tail end of this movie. Sadly, I haven't actually seen it all the way.
So, were you here for this? Or
I missed. I missed 2 days, and this was the second day I missed.
I missed this movie too.
Yeah,
I think it was Asahi. Asahi might have been here.
Yeah, Asahi was there for it, and Ben was. And I feel bad for Ben because I know Ben loves fun horror movies. But for every night, like there were like several nights in a row that he showed up. It was like he got the really heady horror movies like Possum and this one. Where I felt bad. I'm like, I want him to have fun. And I know he's not having fun in this.
Yeah, like this is a lot.
I mean, this movie ends with literally our main girl going, "You wanted to know what happened to your wife who you lost during the war. Well, she died in an internment camp, and her last thoughts were of you. Do not feel too glad. I have given you a blessing of knowledge. Goodbye."
Anyway, wibbly wobbly magic shit, poop your pants.
Anyway.
Awesome.
Not again.
Awesome.
Next up, Noroi, The Curse.
I think this is one that Ben recommended.
Yeah, this is the one Ben was hyping up, and I was like,
yeah,
it's okay. Like, there's some scary parts here and there, but it's a 2005 found footage horror movie.
I think for our Asian found footage fair, I enjoyed last year's movie better.
I honestly can agree with that, and I didn't even like that one. I was on record saying I didn't like it as much as everyone else.
Yeah.
But it was better than our Jamiroquai homeless conspiracy theory man is fucking tinfoil bucket hat motherfucker who I had to include.
You almost called Jamiroquai, and all I can think now is that the movie just ends with him doing
He looks like he's dressed as every cheese grater every late 90s hip-hop video is filmed in.
Futures made of vegetables.
That's what he's saying right now. Anyone else have any thoughts on Noroi the Curse?
Not much. Oh yeah, one last thing about Suspiria. If you are going to watch it, good luck. It's like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
If you have the constitution for it, which
actually, let me check.
We were not
time. It's a little.
I think it's like 3.5. I recommend if you have a constitution for long movies, go for it. Otherwise,
It's 2 hours and 30 minutes.
yeah, don't expect the Lord of the Rings drill extended cut.
It does feel longer though.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then we followed it up with Puppet Master 3, Toulon's Revenge.
Hell yeah.
Mid as hell, but I had fun. I enjoyed, like I said, I enjoy when Nazis die. And Nazis did die in this movie.
Fair.
Good.
Nazis were hurt in the making of this film.
Also, this poster hypes this up more than it should. I mean, we got Pinhead doing the fucking coolest like action hero pose.
Pinhead is not doing that. He is fucking he looks like he's coming at you like Jamiroquai. He looks like he's gonna slide towards me in that pose.
You got Six Shooter in the center, which I don't remember him much in this movie. Other than
I remember him because he fucking had the one like good bit of stop motion where he's climbing up a wall to assassinate a Nazi. We got Blade, who's revealed at the end, our little mascot in the back, who is the soul of Nazi officer or is based off that. I don't remember. But
why did he become a good puppet?
Because Toulon made him a good puppet, except in Puppet Master 2, where he was a bad puppet. And Leech Woman. It's a puppet that shoots leech. Also, why Leech Woman's dress open up like that? I know it's based off Toulon's wife, but what the fuck? That woman is less like 2 feet tall. Also, Blade's pose in that poster is probably like the dumbest fucking shit. He just looks like, ooh.
I saw a fish this big.
He does look like it was this big.
Also, I feel like Leech Woman fails as a puppet in the poster. You're supposed to be hiding your hand. Her whole pussy is exposed.
Her pussy. I will say, in the movie, I mean, she's always kind of the scariest looking one because she looks like a porcelain doll then that has a fucking gross ass leech coming out of her mouth. It's a horrific sight, but does anyone else have anything to say about Toulon's Revenge here?
No.
Alright, awesome. Rosemary's
I was
Baby.
gonna ask.
Oh, go ahead.
I have one more question about the title card. Why is it good puppets go bad? They're literally killing Nazis.
It's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's a benefit, really. Anyway.
Anyway, controversial director Roman Polanski's Rosemary's Baby, which holds up.
Yeah.
In terms of the psychological horror of how cults work and whatnot, and how they try to separate you from your, from your reasonable thinking friends and family. It's
that and a commentary on like women reproductive rights.
Yeah. I got really hyped, unfortunately, because Steph's mom told me that you get to see the baby in one of the cuts of the movie.
And that was a lie.
Yeah, because after we watched the movie, I kept looking up. Well, what does the baby look like? And because in the movie, it just cuts to Satan's eyes. They're like, he has his father's eyes. And it's like, but Guy's his father. No. he sat in the cuck chair while Satan did his wife. Oh, Austin, bring up what you told me while we were on the walk earlier about this movie.
Okay, yeah, no. After this movie, I had so many logistical questions about this scenario. You're telling me that this cult of witches, like ever since like the early 1700s or wherever they were founded, tried for years to basically make the Antichrist, and it only took them till now to do it.
It took them till 1968 or 67 to do it.
And immediately, as soon as that baby is born, they're already shaking it. Like,
I'm gonna be real. This feels like the advice she gets from all the old people in this movie is every shitty piece of boomer advice I've ever seen about raising kids. Like, that old boomer thing of like, just put a little bit of rum in the baby in the formula and it puts him out like a light. Yeah, because you're giving them alcohol poisoning. You're literally killing these kids.
Like, how would Satan feel if you literally killed the Antichrist? Like, I appreciate the killing of babies, but come on, I just literally gave you my crotch spawn. Just like, guys, can you not fuck this up? It's only took till now.
Also, the motherfuckers have been living in this building since, the early 1900s. Wouldn't they know that the walls are like paper thin? So them attempting to gaslight her about like, oh, the baby, it didn't make it, and then her hearing the baby through the fucking walls. You think you could hide that for that long? You think she would have caught on sooner or later? In the house that know is structurally an audio fucking nightmare? It's
also, she's trying to raise that kid well, despite it being the fucking Antichrist. What if the Antichrist turns out to be a chill dude?
Then it just turns into
Or take over the world. That doesn't sound like a great idea, Dad.
I want to listen to Jim Morris.
Or whatever.
Why is he so rebellious? And the cult's like, why is he so rebellious? Oh.
On the other hand, I also like the idea of the child is actually just chaotic evil, and the mother going, Timmy, you shouldn't be killing all the animals.
The cops will find out. It's also like those old folks are also all up there in age. Like, this kid's also gonna be numb to the concept of death because you'd be attending all their funerals and shit.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, one of them is immortal, or at least canonically immortal.
The cult?
Yeah, the leader. The main guy with the fancy suits, which, by the way, on point the entire time. Love it. But yeah,
still so many logistical issues in raising the Antichrist, but I like this movie regardless.
Yep, holds up. Also, fun fact before we move on. The guy playing Satan during the sex scene where she's getting the images of Satan on top of her. The guy playing Satan, very chill. Literally comes in. Satan, dry thrusting, dry humping on top of her, and after the scene is shot, in full makeup, going, "Well, Miss Farrow, it's been a pleasure. It was great to meet you." and gives her a handshake and leaves.
I mean,
Look,
professional.
A consummate
Just-
professional.
if Satan's like that, the cult's just like, no, we're supposed to spread evil across the lane. No, it's Satan's just like the chillest dude ever. Like, hey man, I just fucking smoke weed all day and hang out with Jeremy.
Anthony, did you watch this with us or no?
Yes, and I've seen it before, and I agree. It does hold up.
Yeah.
It does have interesting themes.
Yep. On that note, I think we should move on because we have 6 more of these.
2. What do you mean 2 more of these, Wayne?
Phantasm. This is 70s as fuck. Does it hold up? I think some of the effects hold. I think the ball kind of holds up. It's cool, but
I do appreciate the spork ball.
the spork ball's fun. The dreamy aspects are fun. Our characters aren't really fun. We just have the most 70s men on the fucking planet. Doobie Wan their way through Angus Scrimm's fun time.
I wasn't expecting them to be aliens. I thought it'd be like more supernatural, like ghost like, but
You got aliens.
whatever
from
worked.
that? Man, maybe I
Apparently-
wasn't paying attention, man.
No, they apparently were aliens.
I thought they were like some extra dimensional beings of some bullshit.
Aliens, maybe in that way. I don't know. Look, they were making zombie dwarfs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Also, let's say hi to Mr. Scrim here
I think this is the last appearance of a good old Angus
on this list, not
on
in,
this list. I mean, you can't see him in real life. He's dead as well. So,
No!
Damn.
yep.
Why would you ruin
He
the
Angus
magic?
his last scrim. All right. We all ready to move on?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Hush.
Or shush.
Shush. I really liked this one. Hush was a lot of fun. It's a nice little cat and mouse home invader.
I like how you posted the cat as well.
I mean, I had to.
MVP.
Yep, they're an important character.
Also, Anthony went AFK again.
He went JFK Arena, our sponsor
Yeah.
this episode.
Woo!
Let's fucking go.
Anyway, hush.
Hush.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember the killer wasn't like anyone that she knew in real life. It's just like a fucking psycho, right?
Yeah, it was just a fucking weird ass psycho man.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. This is another one I would actually recommend. Your parents who aren't used to, want a scary movie, but aren't wanting the overly gory or super dark or weird. This is just straight up, how to kill a slasher in an evening. And
While also having a hearing disability.
Yep. Which turns out to be an advantage for her because she uses that shit to be like, oh, your dumbass can still hear. Here's my fucking annoying as fuck fire alarm.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed Hush. Shush. Silence.
Anyway.
Martin, were you here for Hush?
No, I haven't been here for the last, I don't know how many of them, because that might have been when I was moving.
Oh yeah, this is true.
Probably.
Were you here for Hush, Joe?
Yeah, this one was good.
Glad to hear you liked it. I think we are ready to move on to our next one. Let's see. And technically, so we miscounted initially. So we thought we had 2 more after Hush in this one, which was Phantom of the Paradise, which I found too many images for, and one image that just
Sign the contract, Winslow.
Sign the contract, Winslow. Phantom of the Paradise.
It's such a weird fucking movie.
It's got murder, which counts for horror.
Yeah.
It's got everyone's favorite off-brand Elton John, Paul Williams.
William.
And this short is this little guy. He's just a little guy.
I'll go be real. I don't think he's a little guy. You can call our protagonist a faggot, despite looking the second gayest looking man here.
Yeah, it's the fact that the one of the gayest men I've ever seen in my life calls our protagonist a homophobic slur. Which, by the way, Austin and I are on that LGBT spectrum, baby. So we can say it, but you straight people out there, you can't say it. That's how it works.
You can see this movie though, if you want to.
If you're straight or gay, you can watch this movie. Do know that Paul Williams will call the man who wrote a bunch of the Muppets music, calls another man a homophobic slur while they're dressed like a giant bird.
God.
Were you here for this, Martin, or no?
Nope. Didn't see this one at all.
Joe, were you here for this one?
No, he was.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was there. Yeah, he was there for that one.
How'd you feel about Phantom of the Paradise? I enjoyed it. I know a
No,
lot of people.
it was fun. I think that we need to watch more musical horror stuff.
Yeah.
in
Honestly,
general.
I think
Or
next
there
year
just needs to be more musical horror stuff.
I
in
think
general.
there should be more musical horror. I think
Like as a genre.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Austin, does Cannibal the Musical count?
Yeah. Technically.
So have you heard of Cannibal the Musical, Joe?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun fact about me, because I was a theater kid. I had watched that movie in high school, and I used the opening song to audition for the first musical I was in.
Awesome.
The sky is blue. And
It's so weird because it's called Cannibal the Musical, but none of the songs are horrifying. They're just fun little
Yeah.
Oklahoma-esque music.
Right.
and then horrific shit happens in the background.
And it's also made by the guys who made South Park. Keep that in mind.
Before they did South Park.
That said, this movie, yeah, the weird thing is the more I think about this movie, the more I kind of want to watch it again for the smaller details, but that's just me.
Yeah. Also, hey, Griffith Berserk, what are you doing here? Anyway. It's the fucking bonus round, baby. We did fucking 35 movies. You thought it was over on the 30 after 31? No, you dumbass. We're going to talk about Talk to Me. How'd you guys feel about Talk to Me? This movie's depressing.
Yeah. Like this,
Yeah.
this movie just made me feel sad by the end of it.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. I like the idea. I do appreciate characters of undefined gender, which is unfortunately why this movie is banned in Kuwait. But who is featured in the bottom left box here. But yeah, no, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I will say there's a lot of parts of the movie where they just say some of the most things that would end relationships with most people. And then in the next scene they're talking to each other again. It's like, what the fuck?
Tonal whiplash.
It's a little bit of tonal whiplash where it's like, I think you need to leave. Next scene, they're hanging out together again. I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? Other than that, I do enjoy the movie. The scares are good. The gore is fucking gross. Fuck, I will say. Especially our one of the kids after his fucking possession event, his recovery in the hospital. Ugh. It's hard to watch. Gives that Higurashi scene a run for its money. Anywho. Next up. Unless anyone else has anything to say about Talk to Me. No?
No.
Nope.
Moving on to what we thought was our last movie. Which was Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo. Now you've been thinking, Connor, that's not spooky scary. That's Scooby-Doo.
I don't know,
Fuck
red
you.
herring in it.
Red herring, that's pretty terrifying. So Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo is Scooby-Doo will count for these lists because fuck you. If I have to watch people get murdered the entire time, I'm gonna kill myself. So I'd rather not do that. But you know it's delightful and in the you know the atmosphere of the season of spooky. It's fucking Scooby-Doo, baby. That fucking talking dog and his fucking weird ass friends doing shit together, having a blast.
I do appreciate that they take the line of there's no such thing as magic. Also, we exist in the DC universe because Scarecrow's here.
Yep.
And there's definitely magic in this.
Meanwhile, John Constantine is drinking in the background. I wish magic didn't fucking exist. Jesus fucking Christ.
Scooby-Doo and John Constantine adventure would be fucking amazing.
That would be a great crossover, actually.
You don't know how badly I want that, actually. I'm
waking up with breath the remake.
So I will admit, I fucking love this movie. This movie's so for those who don't know, and I've probably said it a billion times to you guys, it's directed by Maxwell Adams, creator of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It's probably a series that's very near and dear to anyone who had a goth phase. But I you know, and there are parts of the movie where it's like, that's not Shaggy, that's literally Billy. That's how Billy would act. But they kind of combine a lot of different Scooby-Doo franchise stuff here and there. Like, we have the deranged Daphne from Be Cool Scooby-Doo. We have not only the setting of Crystal Cove, which, by the way, is, you know, spoilers because I said it at the beginning, literally just fucking sinks into the earth and is destroyed in this movie.
Don't think about all the people who probably also died in that event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that happens. Our villain of the movie destroys an entire town. Also, it's very likely that Scarecrow kills him at the very end of the movie, which is fun. Uh, but we have, the setting of Scooby Doo Mystery Inc., as well as the trap obsessed Fred, who, honestly, the combination of Daphne and Fred like that is fucking fantastic. Um, Velma's even funny in this. And they got two very good choices for their celebrity guests. Because what is a Scooby Doo thing without a weird celebrity cameo? They got Elvira, who's Daphne's entire bit of secretly trying to steal Elvira's outfit piece by piece so that she can have a costume for Halloween is fucking fantastic.
Good.
Bill Mott and I, the fucking mystery machine gets fucking totaled, so they get a new fancy smart one that is AI powered by Bill Nye.
And there's a whole running gag of Bill Nye trying to explain why Aquaman doesn't make any sense in the background to a bunch of trick-or-treaters.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I forgot about that bit, but he does. Yeah.
And I do know, I mean, this is 2020. This is many years before. I'm trying to remember the other scientist, the very popular scientist who's the guy who talks shit about the movie Gravity?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. Known sexual predator Neil deGrasse Tyson. So, I know before this movie came out, they had Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, which was, basically like the style of the Scooby-Doo gang, but with random celebrity cameos featuring
like John Cena.
Strangely not. But they got Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye in the same episode, and it's like one of these guys' age is great. The other guy is no. Why is he doing here? Scooby, get him away from those women.
God.
Good.
But yeah, Anthony, I'm gonna lightning round you. Are you ready?
Yep.
How'd you feel about Hush?
I like it. Game of cat and mouse. Smart lady that is disabled and
She's deaf.
Yeah, and deals with it pretty much as best as you could ask.
Mm-hmm. Phantom of the Paradise.
I can see why this is sort of seen as a weird kind of cult classic. As Austin keeps showing me random art that is still made about this movie.
Yep.
But
go ahead.
It's it's kind of kooky in a way that movies in the 70s were.
Yeah. Talk to me.
That one, yeah, I did see this one. Yeah, I know, I remember now. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting one. Kind of interesting premise, though. I find that the people in this movie take this whole situation very well for what's going on. Once this hand thing, once they figured out what it did, they just kept doing it. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
They never thought, oh God, maybe we should not do this.
I mean, it's interesting to see, someone who's in a volatile state. Because even before she got to, hear her mom or what she thought to be her mom, you know, start talking, uh, it's very clear that she wanted to use it to talk to her mom again.
Yeah.
And I found that pretty interesting. I also pointed out that they're fucking mean to each other. Like, they say some shit that's relationship ending, but they'll be hanging out with each other the next scene. And
Fucking Australians, man.
Yeah, those Australians get over things quick.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, Scooby Doo, Anthony. We were just finishing up on this one. What'd you think?
Red herring. I mean, what are you gonna say? It's a fun Scooby Doo. If you like Scooby Doo, you'll love it. If you don't like Scooby Doo, what's wrong with you?
Yep. This was one that only me and Austin showed up to watch. Trick or Treat, Scooby Doo.
You were just telling us about how you love the facial expression.
Yeah, honestly, some very good facial reactions. This was done in the art style of the Guess Who Scooby Doo stuff, but I will say also it has the Velma love interest that people were thirsting over on Twitter.
Coco Diablo.
Yep. And Daphne making fun of Velma's shitty game.
Also, I do appreciate the premise of this movie as well, where they're basically like, who's making all these guys costumes?
And they find it out, and it's our Coco Diablo. And after they catch her, they literally have nothing to do. They have no more criminals to catch. Their purpose is exhausted. So they go, and then they start getting chased by some fucking more weird ghosts that look like dark reflections of them. And
they're actually kind of funny, though.
No, they're pretty good. But honestly, I know Austin loved this movie a lot more than I did. I thought it was like 20 minutes too long.
I can agree with the 20 minutes being too long. The art just sells me on this a bit more.
Yeah.
Mostly just how fucking weird it is.
Yeah. I also don't think it's as funny as Happy Halloween Scooby Doo, but
you know what it might be with the expressions?
What?
I think it's a better version of Tom and Jerry Meet Willy Wonka.
You know what? Yes, I can agree with that. Because I mean, they're doing the expressions on purpose. Because the fucking bottom center image that I have of Fred making this weird face is right after all the criminals escape again. Fred is like, "Oh boy, we get to do the thing that we like to do again." Is Fred? We released a bunch of criminals. Don't look too happy about it. And
then him trying to forcing not a frown.
Yeah, it's him trying to frown through his very excitable smile is just like, thank you for this masterpiece of an expression. Anyway, I think we can move on to the last movie. Beau is Afraid.
I love it so much.
This is
fucking amazing.
A great little nightmare comedy / social anxiety horror, which is kind of a rarer genre than you think. I think the last social anxiety horror thing I actually watched, Paranoia Agent, if that counts.
And if we're counting that and it's the same category, that's pretty great.
Yeah, no, I fucking love Paranoia Agent. This is a bit different though. This is more so on the edge of what is it like to live with social anxiety and be in constant fear.
Constantly.
All the time.
Yeah.
And for decent reasons sometimes.
And
Yeah.
for pretty decent reasons. And being fucked up by family members.
Yep.
Yep.
And yeah, no, it's, how do I put it? It's also one of the, we kind of finished it off with how trippy this year has kind of been with a lot of the movies we watched this year.
Hey, Con, you're gonna hate me for saying this. I think we forgot one.
What do you mean?
Remember that one movie we watched with Martin on Halloween?
What do you mean?
The Dracula one. That looked
Oh,
shot on
God
Shitty.
damn it! Fuck!
Could have just not said anything.
God damn it! No, I already finished the PowerPoint.
You know what? We already did.
Some dirty. You could have just pretended that was.
You could have told me after the stream or like years later. You could have never told me, and I would have been so happy. You've given me.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't remember what movie
Yeah,
he's
I'm
even
gonna be
talking about.
It
I'm
was
gonna be
Die
honest,
Hard
that movie
Dracula.
was a blur. It was a blur. So you know what? That movie
Oh,
I'm
right.
looking it up. So we found this shot on Shitty-O Dracula movie called Die Hard Dracula.
I forgot
Oh,
about that
1.8,
one.
huh?
does make sense. Yeah, Nakatomi Plaza does not show up in this movie.
It has nothing. It's filmed entirely with stuntmen. And has wonderful shots like it's a fucking weird ass movie. There's some parts that are legitimately funny, but watching Dracula fucking fly through the, does he literally like fly through the air with his coffin?
Yeah, that was the opening scene, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
just. Oh, and it's entirely free on YouTube. It's Red Letter Media covered it. It's oof.
It's a movie.
It is a movie. It's actually kind of enjoyable, honestly, in terms of bad movies. But also it's very much like, what the fuck did I watch? I think the main character's girlfriend dies in a fucking jet ski accident, and then he sees a shooting star after they have already, buried her, and before they could put the fucking dirt. No, literally, before they go to the funeral, she literally comes back to fucking life and then gets abducted by Dracula or some shit.
I thought it was a different
Was that a
woman
different woman?
I think
don't
it
know.
was.
This is what that movie did to me. Almost as traumatizing as Bo. Actually, probably just as traumatizing as Bo is Afraid.
Well, a real film.
You know how he
recommendation.
confronts his mother in that weird kangaroo court at the end of Bo is Afraid, and the fucking, in the water, and these fucking and the boat's about to explode.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like to watch Die Hard Dracula. But yeah, we watched 36 horror movies. I watched 36 horror movies.
Woo.
Now,
Horror and horror
minus
adjacent.
the nights you weren't here, did you guys get the 31? That's my question.
I think I got to like the late 20s because as we got later in the PowerPoint, I realized there were a lot I wasn't here for near the end.
Joe?
I think I only missed 3 movies. So.
Congrats. You accomplished the goal. You're one of the anointed.
As
Yes.
Try not to act too happy.
Anthony.
Yeah, I did. Plus, I watched other horror movies this year, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did it. Oh, and thank you for adding more skeletons, Austin. I did not add these last 2 skeletons. Wait, did you add more skeletons to the original
No, I did not.
like
Only
the
these.
bonus round?
No, I did not.
Yeah, okay, I figured.
Yeah, it's just the one in the chair, and the other with "There is no meme hand over your skin."
But we did it. We did it, gentlemen. We completed Halloween. We should have talked about this earlier, but, you know, November be November, and I was doing things. But that was the spooky season. We'll be doing this again next year. And next year, usually I've had some rules where it's, you know, supposed to be movies I've never seen before. You know, new stuff. However, it's the 10-year anniversary of me doing this shit, and I don't care. The rules are off.
retroactive.
It'll be whatever we want to fucking talk about. And I got some movies I want to watch with you guys next year. Hell, I'm not even, like, the last 10 years, it's been hellish because, you know, I'll fucking load myself on horror movies in October. But there'll be parts in the middle of the year where I'm like, I really want to watch a horror movie. I really want to. And I can't because I want to save it for this shit. And it's usually never worth it. Or, here's the best part that I love about streaming services, where they'll have a horror movie on their service throughout the entire year. And then come October, they'll remove it from the fucking platform.
Beautiful.
It's always smart to do that. No one ever got mad at that.
I don't even think they did Huluween it this year.
Hulu.
Wiener.
Yeah, because I remember Hulu for like a few years did some really good horror shorts and whatnot. And they did not. But yeah, year in review. Was this worth it? Did you enjoy yourselves? We'll start with Anthony.
Never. Just kidding. Yes. I like it gives you something to look forward to every year. It gives you a meaning to exist. And then you die.
Yep. Much like Bo.
Yes. Exactly.
Joe?
Yeah, generally a pleasant experience with a little torture here and there.
Good to hear. Martin? Mango?
I mean, I definitely enjoy it. I usually don't watch horror movies, but watching it in a group while we all shit talk over it is very enjoyable.
Especially if they're garbage.
Oh yeah, those are the most fun.
Austin?
Oh man, this one's been an interesting year of quality whenever we do these. Usually goes up and down in terms of that. We put it. We got some really high highs and some really low lows. Take that as you will.
Hey, give me a second.
And with that, are we wrapping up?
Yep. I want to do something before we finish. Let me. I also watched Die Hard Dracula.
Just as a reminder for yourself.
But who gives a shit?
Damn.
Yep, live on stream.
Yep,
Whoa.
we did it. We did it.
Yep.
Hey, I'm Boosh / Connar / your boy this evening.
Your horror host.
Our horrid host. We'll be back with another Spookathon next year. If you want to join the Spookathon, join the Discord. Be your friend, hang out. Anyone's welcome to join. Or you could watch these every year and get it, after you watch every movie. I usually try to post the list on Twitter before we do these, but who the fuck uses YouTube community posts? But yeah, no, this has been fun. I'm gonna follow me on the Twitter. The links in the description. Austin, are your links in the description?
No, but you can find me on @octo_Ross on Twitter.
Well,
Even
guess
though
what? Your fucking link is in the description.
No, who put it there?
I did, you fucking dumb bitch.
Fuck you.
Anthony and Joe, are you on social media? You don't have to.
No, not anymore.
Not really. I am a ghost.
Okay. Martin, are you at the plug that you're usually at?
Yep.
Alright. Good night, everybody. We did it.
Yay.
Tune in next time. We're gonna read Kill 6 Billion Demons.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do it.
Dope.
Kill 6 Billion Demons.
Live
on
on
stream.
stream.
We'll kill them. Good night, everybody.